Welsh experience of the First World War is a mass digitisation initiative that's been funded by JISC, and it's a large collaborative project that brings into partnership all the archives and special collections of Wales. It's digitised about 200,000 pages of materials, and the archives that we've digitised include manuscripts, newspapers, photographs, personal papers, as well as oral histories and audiovisual materials. We've been doing the digitisation here at the National Library, which is the lead partner in the project, but it is a collaboration of 5 higher education institutions and archives and records offices around Wales. One of the advantages of bringing collections together in this way is that it unifies content that's currently accessible all around the country and is slightly fragmented. It's difficult to get access to these materials in their current form. About 30% of the content's in Welsh as well, so we're building in translation tools to make that material more accessible to people who don't speak Welsh.
As the library had never digitised archival collections in their entirety before embarking on this project, the overruling question was what had to be done in order to present the collections in a way that would be meaningful to the user. There was a need to prepare the collections by foliating every page and then to record the metadata to facilitate the scanning process. What we've got here is the Welsh Army Corps records, established in 1914 and consists of 167 archival boxes, 5 volumes and 3 rolls. The finding aids of the collection had already been retroconverted into our online catalogue, but is now available on the project interface with over 107,000 images.
I'm a PhD student in Welsh history, and being able to freely access such material online is incredibly important. I'm able to access the material when I want, where I want, and everything is held together in one centralised repository, which makes it far easier for searching and analysing purposes. And a collection such as this one is great in providing us with new and innovative ways of using and reusing the material. I'm thinking especially in terms of things like data mining and the potential of applying GIS technologies and so forth to the material. Such a collection will form the basis to lots of new lines of inquiry, the application of new methods and new techniques. And I think it's a really exciting time to be a student at the moment.
The great advantage of the outputs of the Wales in the First World War digital project is that it allows, in the first case, historians to do things that they've done before much more quickly and in a more agile way. For example, the exhibition that I produced probably would have taken me about a year's research. In reality, using these resources, it took me a matter of weeks. So in that sense, the outputs of the project have enabled us to do things in a far quicker and intelligent way. But it also enables us to do new things. For example, sifting information and discovering connections between individual stories that perhaps before we would never have bothered noticing. And that, I think, is one example of the great potential for this resource.
This has been a very successful project, and I'm absolutely delighted that the National Library of Wales has played such a key role in developing it. We were able to do a number of things in addition to sorting out the technical issues involved. The key thing for us, I think, was bringing together a whole range of partners right across Wales to support us in this project. One of the key ones, of course, was the Welsh Higher Education Library Forum, but we also brought together material from archives from all over Wales. And so we have in one place now, for the first time, a huge array of material, very diverse in formats and content, that's available to people wherever they are, in Wales, in the UK, across the world. And that, I think, is a huge achievement. And we can keep adding to it, of course, as we move forward. The second thing I'm very, very pleased about, I think, is the way in which we've now established not only a body of expertise and knowledge about how to deal with digital material of this kind, but also the framework, if you like, of how to develop a national digital repository, having addressed already, I think, some of the fundamental issues around digital conservation. So we have here a platform to develop materials for the future, which will exponentially increase the public's engagement with our archival collections.